going to be really popular this summer. Watch the colors for you guys as well too. Look at that. It is a matte blush, and I'm going to be putting on both the pink and the, look, you can see the pink at the bottom and the orange at the top. The thing I like about these blushes is that they're super buildable. I'm going to apply it to the other side of the cheek. These blushes are so pigmented, but you can easily like buffer them out. They blend really well.
My go-to vacation makeup routine. Priming with Milk Hydro Grip. You want your makeup to last all day. Applying flawless filter on my high points and blending it out as a light base. Filling out my brows as usual, concealer in these areas, letting it sit before blending for more coverage. I take whatever's left on my beauty blender for my nose area because it's so dry that I want to use as little product there as possible. Lightly patting some powder to set, some bronzer to warm up the face, not being too precise with it because I don't want to look super sculpted, but just sun-kissed. Some bronzer on the lids as well. Blush on the high points of my cheeks and my nose. Highlight these three areas to open and brighten up the eyes. Now a fun extra step, adding some freckles to the skin so it looks extra fresh and summery. Very subtle and casual smoky liner, mascara, and then I apply some lip balm. Go over it with a Q-tip to take out any makeup left on my lips, some tinted moisturizing lip balm, and we're done.
bronze this summer, I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. Summer is coming up. I'm gonna show y'all how to get the perfect bronze glowy makeup look every single time. Just follow me. Off with skin prep. Skin prep every time. You gotta make sure that skin is prepped, okay? I'm using a hydrating toner first. You need to hydrate. Hydrate. I like to use a thick moisturizer. This one is my favorite. It does it every time for me. Looking good already. During the day, always use sunscreen. I think I'm out. All right, now the skin is nice and prepped. We're looking nice and glowy. I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm using this new Say Beauty foundation. I heard it's giving skin. Listen, come on, Say. I need this to be it. I'm using this Juno & Co sponge. I feel like nobody talks about these sponges enough. So this is the star of the show here, our bronzer. I'm using the Rare Beauty bronzer in the shade Full of Light. It's the perfect warmth. Then concealer. Use a shade closer to my skin tone, right around here. A shade lighter than my skin tone. And put it right in the inner corner. That foundation actually covered pretty good. I like the concealer under my eyes sit a little longer while I blend out the bronzer. Look at that. It just blends out so beautifully. I like to blend my concealer out and up, kind of to give my face that lifted look. Now it's time for powder. Here is where you want to kind of reel it in, okay? We're only gonna powder where we need it, like under the eyes, around the mouth, and forehead, T-zone, pretty much. So I'm taking this Laura Mercier powder. I'm gonna take some on the back of my hand and I'm gonna press off the excess. Now, just set. I do like to leave the powder sitting for just a little second. And then I'm just gonna take whatever is left over, literally from what I put on my hand. And I'm just gonna use that to set around my mouth and my forehead. So see how we're set, but we still look pretty glowy. We're not done yet. So I'm gonna take this Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. I actually go in pretty hard with this. Now we're gonna go in with setting spray. Let me tell y'all, this will forever be, damn, I'm running out of everything. Urban Decay, please. Give me a big bottle. This will forever be one of the best setting sprays ever. Now I'm gonna take a pressed powder and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush in shade number 2. I'm just going to press it underneath my eyes and then my smile lines. Once all of your powders and everything are on, give yourself another spray. I'm using the e.l.f. All Night Micro, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just going to drench my face. Then you want to just go ahead and pop on your favorite lash. I decided to keep it pretty natural and you're done. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think.
I wanted a more detailed tutorial on the DIY lash extensions, and I am a woman of the people, so here we go. Now here's what you need, bestie. Anime strip lashes, Kiss Falscara, both in my Amazon storefront, okay? Micellar water, Q-tip, tweezers, and a spoolie. That's all you need. Step 1, clean your lashes. How the supposed to stick if you got gunked up mascara and glue in there, okay? Clean them, because I thought my was clean, and look, apparently not. Then go ahead, give them a little brush. Now we gotta cut the strip lash because we can't just stick the whole thing underneath our lash line. So all I'm gonna do is cut in between each little cluster until I have about 6 or 7 pieces. Before you do that though, make sure you pick off all that adhesive from the packaging until it's nice and clean like this. And here's our clusters. Make sure you keep them in order. Now applying the bond to the outer third of my lashes. We're gonna work in sections. I put about 2 coats and now I'm just gonna start sticking the clusters on away from my waterline. Make sure you push it a little bit so it sticks to your whole lash. Next cluster, stick it on and push. Bonding the next section. 2 coats, let it sit for a few seconds and apply your next set of clusters. 2 at a time. Apply, push, and apply, push. I put a little
extra bond on the lashes in my inner corner because they're super thin, and I just want to make sure that the clusters actually have something to hold on to.
Once all my clusters are applied, I'm gonna fan it for about a minute. Then we're gonna take the seal side,
Apply it underneath
and on top as well. Let that dry.
very carefully pinch because your finger might stick a little bit.
And done. Question: how long do they last? The reason I got the Kiss Mascara is because I heard it lasts 3 to 5 days, maybe a week if you take really good care of them, and that's what works for me. But I know that there are bombs out there that last 1 to 2 weeks. So if you want me to try one of those and review it, go ahead and let me know in the comments. How do these last in the shower and while you're washing your face? I do not get my lashes wet. I wash around my lash line and any makeup or anything that's left over. I take some micellar water on a Q-tip and carefully clean it off. Removal, coconut oil. That's it. Are they damaging to your natural lashes? In my experience, no. As long as you remove them properly. I'm out of time, but drop a comment if you have more questions.
I don't watch TV. Like, no one cares. You don't get an award because you watch less TV.
I'm so sick of cakey makeup looks, so I've been using this technique and I'm obsessed. All at once, apply all your cream products just like this. The key is to use a setting mist. This stops the product from drying out so you can blend it. But it also infuses the makeup with the setting power of your setting spray. So now I'm going to start blending, and I start with the concealer because that's the lightest color, and it's really easy to blend because it's nice and wet from the setting spray. When blending, the products go from light to dark, so I started with concealer, moving on to now foundation, and then the blush.
Summer beauty predictions from a beauty product developer. Let's go. Okay, first off, one of the trends that I've definitely noticed is a glossy red lip and a brown liner. I think it's a little bit of a twist on brown liner clear gloss that we've been seeing everybody doing lately. I like this one for summer. Next up, we have something that comes around every summer, which is skincare infused makeup looks. So everyone's moving from foundations to your skin tints that have SPF or other skincare elements in them. I personally love this. It's really minimal and easy to pull off in warmer months. Next up, we have probably my favorite of the bunch, which is a monochromatic look to the face. So we're talking eyes, lips, blush, all in the same hue. I love this. You can use the same product across all areas. 10 out of 10. This is also a super fun one, but I think we're gonna see bright pops of color on the eye in eyeliner and mascara. If I didn't do lash extensions, I would be all over this trend. Also, speaking of lashes, and I think this is going with the whole trend that we're seeing with more minimal makeup lately, as we're seeing shorter lashes, even on myself, who's a lash extension gal, and more of a natural cat eye shape to mascara placement and lash extensions. And last but not least, I do think we'll continue to see draped blush, but I think we'll see a little bit more of a shift towards applying blush a little bit lower, more towards the apple of the cheek, so you have more of a sun-kissed, very natural blush moment.
Go ahead and subscribe if you didn't. I'll wait because the next video, you're gonna be a viral it girl this summer, so